How's it going? So, it's a beautiful Sunday. Praise be, prayer, meditate. Um, we don't, in the Western system, we don't walk enough. Walking, oh my gosh, walking is peaceful. It's great. You don't have to be in shape. You don't have to be a cyclist, but walking, oh my gosh, we were made to move. And yeah, so and when I say to move, I don't mean like 5 minutes. Spend a good, like at least 20, 30 minutes walking and then work your way up from there. And I do. There's times I'm, if I had a very busy, active day, I may walk for like 20, 30 minutes. And then there's other times, sorry, I saw my hair. There's other times I will walk for 45 minutes to an hour, take a long strides, or um, fast walking. Do things that are therapeutic and during the process, such as listen to podcasts, listening to frequencies, binary beats, you know, um, letting that reside in me. And I let my thoughts overflow. I let them just go, no matter how tremendous it could be. Those thoughts that just fester and overflow, they need to come out. Let that, let that, let those thoughts be. Don't overanalyze them. Just let them be. Let them do. Let them swirl around. Let them scream and holler. Just stand back and watch. And you need to vent in your mind. I vent, letting things vomit out of my mind. Vomit. I also understand as emotions arise. I'm like, oh, that is so interesting. How that and I just let it go, let it go. There's times I would tear up during the walk, and hey, there's no shame to that. So the importance to that is so significant because there's studies that support that walking decreases stress. I wonder why. You know, we have a body, um, nerves, hormones, and when you're being sedentary for a long term, your thoughts are just overriding your body. They, what is that going to do to the rest of your body? You're just there all the time, making a daily, I say daily, effort to move. It will impact areas that are neglected. Think about it. Hormones are imbalanced, stress levels are induced, dopamines are lost, depleted. You'll get higher anxiety, severe depression, waves of depression, habits, or take on substances to null those um, effects from taking the time to move. And those take you down another rabbit hole. What happens when you got a festering wound and all you do is keep putting a band-aid over it and just, you don't treat it properly? I heard a great analogy today from a psychologist. They say you buy a motorcycle or a car, sports car, either one of your choice. Buy it brand new, drive it home, park it in your garage, and you ever use it again. What's going to happen? Tires are going to deflate somewhat, oil's going to thicken, you know, gadgets and stuff. They age just like you do, but they age in such a significant way because they're not being pampered. They're not being utilized in the way they were meant to be, such as your body. People are having fun with basketball. Um, I mean, I don't know if you noticed, there was a generation, my grandfather, he could run people his age because every day he was moving. Every day he was doing something. Who else has grandparents like that or family members? I mean, he was able to fight off so many diseases, cancer, multiple different types of cancer. Uh, I mean, sheesh, we didn't think anything could take him out. What happened to that mindset? What happened to it? Living this life, sit down all day. I've had those jobs. I have that job sometimes now. I have to remind myself every few hours to get up and move. I spend 2 to 5 minutes doing something. I stretch, I do jumping jacks, do push-ups, do a back bend, you know, because I want my mobility to stay there. If I stay sedentary, everything stiffens up, just like that car or that motorcycle. The gadgets don't work as properly. They need to be oiled and taken care of because you're just sitting there, building up residue, and tension is lost, the functionality is decreased. I mean, for my age, I am more flexible and adaptable than majority of people my age. I get all the time. And I'm not saying that to brag or boast. I'm saying that I know, and I do light jobs here and there. Every now and then I'm like, okay, it's been a while since I haven't done a job, so I have to challenge myself. I have to remember and challenge myself to push a little harder that week. There's some weeks I'm like, let's go heavy. Next week, heavier because I have to challenge my body. You'll always be challenging your body. If the world can challenge you, if your job and family can challenge you and stress you out, then why can't you do it holistically for yourself? Be mindful about it. Also, if you do go for long walks, hikes for an hour or two or whatever, that doesn't mean you can't be mindful about what you put in your body. So, yeah, I don't have a strict diet. I'm just mindful about what I eat. What does that mean? I review the day, how active I was. You know, was it just a strenuous day? And a strenuous could be anything from like 2 hour hiking, 45-minute jog, rowing, cycling, light walk, or it could be less strenuous, light walk. And I'm like, oh, I could just have some big chicken and salad, not a whole pizza and a couple of beers. I'm mindful. I also will sit and think how, and well, not think. communicate, tap in, tap into my body, my chakras, my soul, my God, and say, how do I feel? Will this food or this drink do to my body? And there's times I don't listen and I pay the repercussions, but that's okay. Live and learn. That's about being human. We're always, our body's forgiving to a certain extent. You need to understand that. But, you know, we can only, our body's can only, you know how you have children, you try to protect them and you warn them, like, hey, don't do that. Hey, don't put your finger in the socket. You're going to get electrocuted. And then you keep testing it, until one day I get severely shocked and you're in the ER. How many times are you going to put your finger in the socket? So you learn, like, maybe I shouldn't do that. I should be more mindful about my actions. It's good to, let me go back to like types of walks. My walks also, I do different types of walks and I base it on what I need, my intentions, both of those. Um, it could be meditation walks. So I think after I do this video and release it, I'm going to continue walking. And I'm just going to like not have any earbuds, no music, and just walk with my thoughts, walk with myself, walk with me, release those thoughts, and just kind of be residing in me. Meditation, but with movement. You have a steady pace. A lot of monks do it, Buddhist people in other countries, and they've had success for it. There's those. The one I was telling you earlier, just walk with your thoughts, let that feet out, so you can get your stress levels down, get your dopamine up, feel good, lower your chances of depression. Depression, we let too many people in the Western system be a friend. Also, there's walks where you connect with life. You're just observant. If you go on a nature walk, it's great. I like this completely detach from the norm and connect with nature. And it's a little uncomfortable because it's not my day-to-day accustomed life, but it's nice. It's freeing. There's no real framework. You're just beautiful trees. You may see a deer. You may see a moose. You see people with their dogs. And you just don't overthink it. You just appreciate. So, so going back to the beginning, when you're going to walk, set an intention. Be selfish. But yeah, there's a lot of studies, a lot of benefits. And I want you to feel great at 30, 50, 80 years old. Break their ankles, roll their ankles, stretch all the time, and walk. Also, something you don't want to do is hard on your ankle, hard on your body. Sorry, you all have your skeleton system doesn't go. They get bigger and say, "Oh, I have big bones." Can't use that anymore, guys. You could be taller. You might be a little bit wider, depending on. Doesn't mean you could be obese. You might be a 7 foot guy. You're gonna have bigger shoes than me. I'm 5'3". So your framework's gonna be a little bit bigger, yeah, but you're still gonna be for your height, slim. Can't argue that. So, and, and ladies, just be honest. We carry so much stress and worrying, taking care of kids, taking care of the dishes, probably working, trying to look good, feeling insecure, aging, um, worrying about the future. that wreaks havoc on your hormones, and you might get a fupa. You may have a hard time losing weight. Walk it out. Walk the fuck out of it. Excuse my French. Walk the hell out of it. Walk it to where those thoughts are tired and you're tapped into you because your stress levels are so high. Yeah, you're going to have unbalanced hormones. So, all right, Les. Um, if you have stories to share, please share with others. The best thing we can do is share and connect and motivate each other. Never downplay one another. We all have a moment. I've had several of those. And you know what? I own it. All right. Peace out. Love. Stay spiritually gifted.